G'day folks. Oh, this is going to be part one of probably a number of parts on the Chrysler 130 horsepower outboard, and right now I'm just quickly knocking up a frame to mount it on, or hang it on, so I can clean it and work on it safely. One thing about outboards, they don't support themselves unless you have a boat or a proper stand to attach them to. Otherwise they're quite difficult to work on if they're lying down, and they don't work properly if you want to start them. So I'm taking this old lathe stand, which I got when I bought a rather cheap nasty lathe and subsequently sold the machine, but I kept this in the back out the back of the shed for the last 2 years, and I finally found a use for it. I guess that does make me a hoarder. I had something sitting around for 2 years and I never used it. But anyway, I'm just very crudely welding some shafts and supports onto it. I turned these shafts down a little bit to suit the wheel bearings, and then I realised you can't weld to it very well. Half the welds have cracked, so I've just put these big keepers in, and if they do break, then, well, they'll be captive. So there's a big fracture right through that weld there. This metal's obviously tool steel or something like that. They were guide rods for analogue photocopier optics. I had about 30 of them at one stage from all the photocopiers that I'd scrapped. So I figured I'd use them, but unfortunately it didn't work out as well as I was planning. Especially welding stainless steel to that with mild steel rods. It's probably the worst possible combination. But yeah, now I've bored you with enough fabrication talk. Let's finish fitting the wheels up. I'm probably going to end up just cross drilling it with the power drill and put a split pin in and see how we go. Oh, and these solid treaded tyres are from new old stock jockey wheels that were rejected at the factory, or the supplier or whoever. They're from Trojan trailer components, just like these ones here. There's 2 of these. I've got quite a few of these jockey wheels. They just come in crates at the scrapyard. Usually bent, broken handles, binding up, various other issues. They're just cheap nasty China shit. But I grabbed the wheels, which sort of run straight, and yeah, they're kind of handy for these jobs. Word of advice, don't build it so big that you can't get it out the doorway. I know I put the wheels on, I ended up just putting washers over the end and just tack welding them on. It's a lot easier than trying to drill it. This thing's just a temporary setup stand. I'm probably going to end up dismantling it after this. So yeah, I've just moved the basket of steel blocks and various other heavy bits, and I should be able to sort of wriggle it out. Otherwise I've got to move that display case there, which is full of rubbish anyway. I might just get rid of that whole refrigerated display case. Too much stuff. Same with that wall air conditioner. I've got to give that to Brad. But that means, yeah, empty trailer and drive it up to his place. And the main door here is, well, blocked, still blocked by 2 motorcycles and half a dozen solar heating panels. So yeah, the sooner I get rid of those heating panels the better, because I can move the bikes easy enough. But the panels are a bloody pain in the ass, so I'll thin them out. Probably not this afternoon, but tomorrow, when it's a lot cooler. It's still 30 degrees or something silly like that out here. It's the outside. Oh, it's off. Come on, get some power into you. There's no battery in it. Oh, it's hot enough anyway. I think it's confused. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's outside temperature, just over here. 31.4. Nice and hot. Now I've got to get this damn frame out. Aha! Victory! I definitely need to liquidate some stock though. Starting with that. I might have a buyer for the YZ465. That, and everything on top of it. Yeah, water pumps and things, well, I might have time to deal with them. That I need to get going and blow up soon. Yeah, it's getting a bit ridiculous at the moment. And all those water heating panels, so I can at least get full access to both doors. But yeah, everything along here needs to go. Well, as the raindrops start to fall and the thunder sounds, I finally got it on the mount. I just set a lot of blocks and sheet metal panels on the ground, flipped it around and stood it straight up and hooked it onto the mount. Easy enough to do as one person, didn't strain me back or anything. Just use your equipment to your advantage. I couldn't get this to swivel back any further because one of the issues is that shiny metal rod there is supposed to be straight, like that one up there. They've actually bent that hydraulic lifting mechanism, that cylinder, they've bent the rod on it at not a 45-degree angle. So, bent at a 90-degree angle. It's supposed to be straight, but it's completely bent. That one there. So I can't drop it down any further, but yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. That one's compressed completely, the other one's bent and buckled. It's supposed to line up back here. That might be the problem with it. Everything else seems to be alright. It needs a good clean. But it's all in there and it's one massive bloody outboard. And here comes more rain. I better get all this stuff inside and leave it till tomorrow. Ooh, lightning on the horizon. It's all just about to come down. Oh well, thanks for watching. Slowly getting wetter. The rain's not looking good. And the crow's still sitting up there though. I just moved the BMW and it seems like it's got more problems. Damn you, car, why do you have to do that now? Just when I fix you up. Oh, unless it's cheap and easy. I'll deal with that tomorrow, it's going to start pissing now. I guess I better put something over that firewall just in case it does bloody flood. It was the water that got down there that flooded the e-box, but I have cleared that drain, so it shouldn't be a problem. It's a good car though. Not bad considering it survived a flooded electronics box and kept working. It's definitely wet now. I don't mind a good storm. Just a bit of a pain in the ass when you've got a project lined up that can't be brought into the shed and, well, it starts raining. Getting a wee bit wet, but not too bad.